taxi driver taking away people, private vehicles. You know, so much people just go missing, no tail to tell. I thank God I got the chance to jump out and I made use of that opportunity because you see people's face, you don't see their heart.
Brawling for $100,000 New Kingston bike robbery.
Constable Dwight Campbell, who works at the Kingston Central Police Station, says he is left with no choice but to tell his story about what he describes as victimization in the workplace. He believes he has been targeted because he spoke out about a fellow police constable who was working contrary to the law.
So yes, Ryme Nation family, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone is doing good today. So yes, Ryme Nation family, I came across a video with a policeman. This police officer is crying out loud for help. He's saying that he has been victimized over 6 long years now, Ryme Nation family, following a different incident. So this latest incident which happened has escalated it even more. So we are going to call this officer police number 1, Ryme Nation family, and the other police number 2. So police number 1 said during a traffic stop, he saw police number 2 working contrary of the law, wherein he stopped a motorist and told the motorist that the plates are not visible. However, he told police number 2 that he can see the plates are visible. So if you're gonna charge that motorist for that offense, you have to end up charging him, or you could have said ticket him for one different offense because the plates are visible to him. Police number 2 end up threatened police number 1, saying that him a go bust him up and go sit down up a CIB office, Ryme Nation family. Remember now, we know, these are the people that is to serve and protect Jamaicans, Jamaican citizens. And he must stop a motorist and a working contrary of the law. One charge the motorist is something that is visible, Ryme Nation family. Come on now. So he was moving towards police number 1. Police number 1 is an armed, Ryme Nation family. Him not travel with no gun. Them not give him no gun. You see me? So police number 2 had to be held by another policeman, Ryme Nation family. The matter was reported and it went to court, and police number 1 won the case. He is the victim and he was the one that got transferred. Them transferred police number 1, I think, to the main gate or something like that. But I'm going to make you watch a video so you can get the full understanding. Them transfer the man to one guardhouse, Ryme Nation family, in one guardhouse. The roof a leak when it rains. No electricity no in there. If you want to charge up him phone, he can charge up him phone. No electricity no in there. And sewage water a run across there with the man I work in a Ryme Nation family. Basically, they transfer the man in a one pig pen during a meeting and say this how him have to work. So Ryme Nation family, we can see clearly that the JCF corrupt. And the corrupt officer them overshadow the good officers them. So I'm gonna make you take a look at this video. Leave your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section and tell me what you think about this one, because this one is really touching. And if you're new to the Ryme Nation channel, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. Whenever you guys subscribe to the channel, it helps the channel to grow and helps YouTube to push the channel out there. So take a look at the video.
Constable Dwight Campbell, who works at the Kingston Central Police Station, says he is left with no choice but to tell his story about what he describes as victimization in the workplace. He believes he has been targeted because he spoke out about a fellow police constable who was working contrary to the law. He alleges that the constable was seizing motor vehicles without good reason.
His favorite offense is that the plates are obscured. And I'm saying if I can see it clearly, it cannot be that it's obscured. So you need to find another offense, but that one is not made out.
Constable Campbell says the policeman threatened to hurt him in the presence of an inspector.
His exact words were, "Me I go bust you up and go up a CIB, go sit down. This man is carrying a firearm. I am not."
He's a constable, you say, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He advanced towards me and had to be held by another police officer so that I wouldn't have been harmed. This is what I reported.
He says for the past 6 years, he has been facing victimization in the JCF because of another incident, but says it has escalated since he spoke out about the policeman's inappropriate action against a motorist.
I did nothing wrong. It was seen as an opportunity to create some animosity. I did what the law requires of me when treating with a threat, and then I went to court. It ended in my favor, and I was the one who is transferred to sit in a practical pigsty to work since the earlier part of this year.
Now, Constable Campbell says he was posted to work at a gate outside the main building under unsanitary conditions.
I was pulled into a meeting and told I must work at this section, which is unhealthy. As you can see, there's no electricity, there's sewage water running in front of it, it leaks when it rains, there's no furniture in here, the gate doesn't work, and I'm told I must do this duty of handling the public, to include checking for firearms and stuff like that, and I am supposed to be unarmed while I'm doing all of this.
Head of the Kingston Central Police Division, where Constable Campbell is stationed, could not be reached for comment. Kirk Wright, TVJ News.
So yes, Ryme Nation family, moving on to our next topic. In this video, this lady is gonna recall what had happened to her coming from work. This happened in New Green, Manchester. So she was trying to reach the Mandeville Ryme Nation family. She saw a taxi coming and she stopped the vehicle and asked the driver if the driver will go Mandeville. The driver responded and said yeah. So the lady proceeded to enter the vehicle Ryme Nation family. So after the driver reached the roundabout of return go Mandeville, the driver ended up taking a next turn. The lady tell him say, remember, a Mandeville may I go. The driver responded and said, a Spanish town him I go. So watch in a Ryme Nation family. The lady was seated behind the driver. 2 other passengers did in the vehicle. So she make 3. Younger one was at the front, 2 males, and the elder one was at the back. The lady ended up pull the car door and jump out of the vehicle. Bruise up her 2 knee, them Ryme Nation family. So some things had fell from her and she had tried to pick up them, and the driver was walking down towards her. People had converged on the scene Ryme Nation family and asked her what happened. The lady tell them what happened, and the driver say a joke him a make. The people must say, yo, you can't run joke with the lady life like that. Oh, you fear run joke and I tell the lady that. So them did tell him, say, yo, if you carry the lady go a doctor. The lady say, yo, I prefer dead, I not go with you. So Ryme Nation family, I'm going to make you watch the video. Leave your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section and tell me what you think about this one. The lady end up getting first name and give her one name, and she end up take the picture of the license plate and report it to the police. So take a look and tell me what you think.
Taxi driver taking away people, private vehicles. So much people just go missing, no tail to tell. I thank God I got the chance to jump out and I made use of that opportunity because you see people's face, you don't see their heart.
An epiphany from a Manchester woman who's still giving thanks for what she deems her lucky escape from a similar fate. Bruised physically and mentally, she recounted her ordeal, which started shortly after leaving work in New Green at 5 o'clock last Thursday afternoon.
I heard a car coming behind me. I looked around and realized it was a PPV vehicle. I waved down the vehicle stopped, and I beckoned Mandeville. The driver said yes. I went up to the vehicle and went in the vehicle. When I went in the vehicle, I realized that it was 3 men in the vehicle, the driver and 2 other men, a younger one in the front, an older one in the back.
She says she didn't feel secure but trusted God with her safety. But just then, a diversion from the route.
He didn't go in the roundabout which take you to Mandeville. He proceeded down the highway. I said to the driver, "Driver, a Mandeville, Mr. Me are going now." He responded, "Spanish Town, where I go." Immediately, I fly the door. I was seated behind him. I fly the door. He proceeded down the highway. I waited about a minute, and then I jumped out the vehicle straight onto the asphalt.
She says as she tried to get up and collect items that had fallen from her handbag, she saw the driver park the car and head towards her on foot.
People came down and they said to me, "What happened? What happened?" I told them what had happened, that I took this car, which said he's going into Mandeville, and I see him divert and say, "Spanish Town, where I go." So I jump out. The driver, the people them say, "Driver, you're wicked, so." And him say, "I joke me that make, I joke me that make." The people them stand say, "What kind of joke that? You can't run them a serious joke with passenger. And the woman life you talk about, can the woman go to hospital?" I told them, "No, I'm not going with him. There's no way I could go in that car with him. I'm not going to hospital with him. I prefer die on the road."
She says she then asked his identity, but he gave her only a first name.
I scrambled down to his vehicle and looked in the vehicle to see if I see the license displayed. I didn't see any. So I took off the license number off the plates and took a taxi, tried to get into Mandeville.
She says it affected her ability to work at a job she only started 2 weeks ago.
I couldn't go to work Friday morning. I just had to phone my employer and tell my employer what happened. When I called my employer after it happened, my employer communicated with my employer came, and he was very supportive. He's very supportive. He just called me and said, "How me doing?" And he has helped me to foot some bills.
The Manchester police have confirmed receiving her report and told TVJ News the matter is being investigated.
So Ryme Nation family, this video I'm about to let you guys watch. It is alleged that a biker pulled off a $400,000 robbery in New Kingston recently. So I'm gonna make you watch the video. Leave your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section and tell them what you think about this one.
Brawling for $100,000 New Kingston bike robbery.
Change image. change her back when she go back across the road.